So this is my chest right now. This is my good chest, which even though it's my left chest, but this is my right chest, the one that got injured. Some of you want to know if I really improved or not. I improved, but as you can see, there's still a flat part where it got affected. See? I got so much better, yeah. But you can see there's like a flat part compared to my left one here. So this part I cannot get stronger because it's still injured. So it's kind of dented. But overall, yeah, I improved so much more. But this part here, that's where you see the most, because here you see, but here, way less, especially on that part. There's a flat side to it. So whatever I did, yes, it's working, but I was not able to fully heal the injury, the connection tendon from the shoulder to the chest. The shoulder might have been healed or something, but the part of the chest got atrophied. If I pump, it's like there's almost no muscle there. It's growing. It took me years to get here, but it's still affected till now. So that was very severe. Now, what am I doing to resolve this? It's always focusing on unilateral. I have to do unilateral exercises always. That's why I stopped doing bench press. Because bench press it's not gonna allow your injured part, to heal. And also, if you have unbalance, one is always gonna overcome the other. It's gonna push for the other. And so what's gonna happen is you're always gonna be uneven, and one is always gonna be stronger, one is gonna be bigger, and so you're gonna look asymmetrical. You're not gonna look perfectly symmetrical. So this is my focus. My training is focusing always on unilateral. Since then, I've been doing almost my whole body unilateral. You can get strong by doing both, but you also should get stronger unilateral. Now, not all gyms have unilateral, but that's why you have dumbbells, that's why you have cables to overcome that. And so this is what we're gonna be doing. This is how I correct my unbalance, heal my chest. It's not been easy because, I've been suffering all this time because I feel small. I feel like everyone can bench press much more than me. But I started only at 30 years old, and so I didn't have the time to really grow like the young people right now, to get strong from the beginning. And in the moment of growing, I already got injured severely, and thus affected my overall results. But even then, I feel proud of myself for everything I have achieved. I'm like over 200 pounds shredded, 6 foot tall, almost 6'1". And yeah, it's not easy. And I can feel, even though I have those at disadvantage, I can still feel bigger than most people in the gym. But I'm in the Philippines, so yeah, that also plays a role. But even in Portugal, I felt quite big. This is the reason, because when you cannot get this big naturally, then you rely on shredness. Now, do you really need to bulk? That's going to be for another video. But for now, let's focus on chest development and what I'm doing to get the unbalance corrected, right? What am I doing to balance my chest? And the best way to do for the people who are injured, who have chest imbalance and all of that, okay? Let's go. We are just now warming up our chest. Today is chest focus, bicep, and perhaps some shoulders. But if we can hit shoulders today, I hit them tomorrow with the back. Because I feel like the shoulders are in the same movement as the chest. It's just more vertical, right? So if I get tired with the chest press, I'll also get tired to hit my shoulders. So right now I'm feeling pain on my left side still. Previous injury that I neglected, and turns out it came from the dips. So for me, dips are no longer an option. It's not worth it. Even though it's a killer exercise, there's a big following of the dips, just like squats. Nobody dies in the dips, yes. But for me, it just doesn't go. Even though I did them right, it hurts my shoulders. So we should listen to what our body feels and not what the people say that is good or not, because it still depends on what's good for you, not what is good in general. So right now we're just pumping blood into our chest as much as possible, lightweight, almost full range of motion, because for me I cannot go all the way back, it still hurts. And this is how we actually heal without neglect the muscle at all, but also without going full max, otherwise we are disrupting the tendon. So you can see my chest is already showing up. I can feel more on the white part. Here I don't feel as much. So just opening up the chest. This is how me right now, with just a little warm up. So to grow stronger, we still have to lift more weight, but not the way you think you have to increase. You still have to do progressive overload, of course, and you still have to test new weight, but you should not do a whole set or 2 sets with a shitty form just to get there, because that's not progressive overload anymore. And that's what gets you hurt, injured, and that's only going to slow you down. So don't focus on the weight, focus on how your form is, if you're really creating time and attention and you're feeling effort in the muscle. So right now I'm gonna test the 80 pound and try to do a correct form. If I'm not able to do the correct form, then I'm gonna ditch the weight and go lower it. But I still have to test without getting injured. I still cannot. So I have to lower it 70 pounds. Also, instead of lifting like this, which most people do, you have to lower to a 45 degree and push it upwards, vertical, without bending, vertical, straight, and shoulders back, not forward. Otherwise, traps, shoulders will be involved. So, let's go. So I stopped at 6. Doesn't mean anything. I went till where I can. Otherwise the form gonna be shit, I'm gonna get hurt. That's it. It's a good set. You can grow with just 3 reps. So it's enough. If you went to your max, it's enough to grow. Now, I'm already in the second set, I can try another one, but I still want to do the partial set because that's where the most growth is going to happen, I think. Because I'm going to focus all the tension there until we change exercise. Because this one is upper. I'm not going to do flat bench. Always want to focus on the upper part of the chest. So. And then cables is one of the best you can do as well. So dumbbells and then cables. Especially if you are supported by the seat, and ditch the barbell because it's going to require you to have both of them. So I feel like I'm going to do the third set with 50-pound. For me, doesn't mean it's for you. Third set, already partial set. And then I do a fourth one, partial set again. So 2 full range of motion sets till failure, and 2 partial sets. Because as you get tired throughout the sets, you have to decrease the weight and not the other way around. I feel like I could increase the weight, so I had to do 20 something reps, but I'm still feeling the tricep from the other day, which is limiting me. So this is another thing you have to learn. Never do tricep together with the chest, because it's going to limit your chest growth. Your tricep is a secondary muscle. It works together with your chest. So if you do chest and then tricep and then chest, or chest and then triceps, okay, but then you also want to grow your tricep, and so your triceps is going to be already limited from the chest. So that's why I separate them never do them in the same day. So the day you hit chest, you do bicep, and the day you do back, you do tricep. That's what I do, because otherwise it doesn't. So I'm able to grow without them hitting each other, right? Because it's gonna get tired, one. So you don't never grow fully in that same day. That's why I don't like shoulders after chest in the same day, because both are presses, and so one is gonna limit the other. So either now increase the weight, do another set, or I do another one with many reps, which is also works. The chest can take many reps too, if you lower the weight. And we're done, because tricep, and it's already 4 sets, pushing as hard as possible. So now we have to go to the cables. So if you're injured in one side, always help that part first. Now always make sure you are able to increase the weight as you progress. So the fibers are working. You can see the line. So this is one of the best. That means it's working. Then after, we're gonna do a very unconventional exercise, but that's just for me. You can do it too, if you like, but for me, I wanna hit this part. Now, what you should not do is to, just because one chest is smaller, I'm gonna do more reps one side, which is what I was doing in the beginning. You can, but that's not the way, because otherwise, you're gonna create uncompensation between your chest. So you have to treat them equally, because the one that's stronger or bigger or overworked will have to do lower. But that's okay, because then the other one can catch up. So you do the same, but to the maximum of the one that needs the most, the one's lacking, so that the other one will lower its standard to help the other one lacking. And eventually they're gonna come equally together. Which I've been doing that for now a year or more. So it's not been easy, but you get injured. I should be healed by now, but the thing is, I worked out for almost a week, for 5 days after the injury on multiple muscles that connect the shoulder. That's why it affected me everywhere, and the chest got the most affected, and my leg and the tricep. I lost the tricep now. So you can see here, it goes all the way down. It's much bigger, even though I have 1 inch bigger one side. And here it's lacking. So I lost all this space of the tricep and its volume. It's crazy. Even the bicep got weaker. That's how severe it is. So this exercise is gonna focus on bringing the middle chest, because I'm lacking that. So you can see the middle chest bringing. You can even lower, so it comes from the bottom, not as much, but like when you do this movement on the bottom, that's where it should be, the cable. So slightly lower than your hand, and then you bring it up. But lower the weight. Okay.
That's a nice chest workout.
Huh?
I can see your chest fiber.
Yes. It's crazy now.
So you kind of isolate your
Yeah, middle chest.
middle chest.
It's crazy.
Normally,
You can, but it's gonna change the direction. So this is what I like to do for my biceps. And of course I'm stronger on the right side. That's why I do unilateral. And never do one more just because it's stronger or the other one is weaker and do more. No. Keep them both, and the weaker one is gonna catch up with the stronger one. Now, to really hit my bicep, even without resting much, it's already hurt. Woo. This one is on fire. Change dumbbell to the other side. And go. Really feel the bicep peaking. Oh, fuck. See, this part here, most people don't have it because they are not doing this. And this looks way bigger from the side. Because then it lifts the other two biceps up, right? Even just sitting like this, even though my bicep goes all the way to the longest, I have the longest bicep ever. Not even one fucking finger fits. Barely a finger. So if I can have this volume with this type of bicep, of course I'm gonna like the highest peak, but there's still a peak here. So it creates from the other one, this exercise. Oh, fuck. So now we can dedicate to both because we already target unilateral. Now we can hit them both and go maximum weight. Now, be careful to not get injured because I already got injured, and don't really use much momentum, okay? So I like to do this with a thick grip so I can work my forearms, but for now it's okay. Let's go. Extend the arms, shoulders forward, and don't use momentum. Use only your bicep and create maximum tension. Don't relax on the bottom and don't relax on the top. Let's go. Okay, 115 BPM, let's go. Maximum tension, no pause. Slightly wider stance, forward, and no lock in, no lock out, just middle tension. Go! Fuck. Let's go for arm now. Start to separate. Alright. Crazy. And for arms, you can actually rest a little and hit again. That makes it, because you should not stay the whole time in the gym just working out forearms. It's a waste of time. And I'm still able to grow a huge forearm without even focusing much on them. Finish like at least another 6-8 reps. Let's go. I mean, 21 reps, imagine. This motherfucker can take a lot, super hard. What I focus mostly is my aesthetic and how do I look. And doing so will make you strong. Strong enough. Of course, you're not doing powerlifting, right? But to get this aesthetic body, you're also gonna get strong. But you're not gonna focus only on strength. Because if you focus on strength, better you do powerlifting. Or you can do both. But the people, bodybuilding looks still more aesthetic than a calisthenic. That's why the calisthenic needs to work some parts of the body in the gym. Because it doesn't really target the same or specifically. But they still look better than 99% of all the people, of course. And they look really aesthetic and athletic. They can do shit that we cannot do. But if you're not one of them, this is the maximum you can do to achieve a superhero body. So I could be hired now for the movies. I think I could fit some kind of role for sure. And this is just 5 years. I could, if you're doing exactly what I'm doing right now, you could achieve this in half the time. Because I started very late, actually. But so far, I think I'm already reaching the limits of my body, because I'm starting to get injured a lot when I try to increase the weight. And if the form is not there, it's not like you can put double the weight in the same time span. It's starting to stabilize, right? There's gonna be a moment where I'm flatline. I can add fucking 5 kilos in what? A whole life in certain exercise. That's how it works, I think. But let's see. But let's do one last, and then we're done. And this is it. The final result. Chest. It's divided. And fibers. So you can see slightly, but then when I go home and everything, I start to go down. But that's at least I improved so much more. There's no comparison, side by side. See you in the next video, man. Take care.